describe this second reunion? It's tighter. I think having played the music a couple of years ago, not being 40 years since the last one, it seems to be a little tighter. Other than that, everybody's friendly and life skills. Getting along with others. Because when I was a child, I didn't play well with others, or so my mom told me. So anyway, I did learn to get along, and these guys are awful easy to get along with. So that. How did it impact me, and how has things changed? I rediscovered horn bands. For a lot of years, I had just played country. And playing with these guys, I rediscovered what I loved to begin with.
Well, I was kind of out of it the last time. I had a lot of personal issues, things going on. But since we got together this second time, we've had a lot more attention to detail. It's been a little bit more stressful in that way, trying to remember what it is we are trying to achieve, and yet have musicality therein. But overall, I'm well pleased with this turnout, and everybody getting back together and everybody having the same agenda. It's been wonderful. I think I've learned to appreciate timeliness. When everyone's not there on time, things are chaotic, and in life those things are true. I learned that in an airport once. They won't wait for you. You must be on time. They won't put up with you as an employer if you're not on time. If you, I think I learned those things best, and working with other people, of course, all kinds of different sorts of people. I actually was at a turning point in my life. The last time my spouse passed away, and but I learned that I still had something to give musically, and I hadn't been doing a lot of things outside of church. I was a music minister for many years. Since Blackwater's last reunion, which I consider my high school experience of playing music, I got together with my college colleagues, and I play with another band now, quite a little bit. We do a little bit of traveling. We went to South Carolina for New Year's. That wouldn't have happened without the experience that I learned from Blackwater as well, the way that I learned to structure horns and the sounds and blending together with other people in that way. And it's impacted my life a great deal. I play a lot around Kansas City, 18th and Vine, a lot of different experiences since Blackwater's last venue. I'm not any healthier mentally, however. I tend to space off and have attention deficit disorder even more. So I don't know, maybe I should get the medication adjusted.
Well, this second Blackwater Junction reunion, I've been having a great time. It's probably more fun than I thought it was going to be. I used some vacation days doing other things this year, and I didn't realize how much fun I was going to get in doing this, so it's a very nice use of a vacation. Now the not quite facetious answer is how to wait on horn sections. These are guys that need to tune up and work things out. We play a lot of very complicated music. It's great. They're all excellent professionals, or actually semi-professionals in some cases, and very nice. Since the first reunion, when I've come back to Kansas City, I've thought a little bit more about music, what's going on. Sort of reconnected with Rick Coombs, the sax player, and he and I have gone out to some music venues when I've come back and just had a great time. He's introduced me to some artists and some bands that I wouldn't have seen otherwise. I've hung out down at 18th and Vine, which Lee mentioned a while ago, the Blue Room, Mutual Musicians Federation, some combination of those words. I may have flipped it around, but I've heard an awful lot of good music in Kansas City. And it really points up to me, the area I live in is greater Houston area. It's the fourth largest city in the country. It does not begin to have the music scene of the kind of music I like the way that Kansas City does.
The second Blackwater Junction reunion, in my opinion, is we're a lot tighter, we're playing better, we're more rehearsed, better prepared, and it's sounding much, much better than the first one. First one, we didn't know what to expect. Now we know what to expect, and we know we're back. What life skills did I learn? I think working with people, I think managing people, taking time to listen to people, and being patient. Well, the last Blackwater Junction impacted my life in the way that it renewed friendships. It made me understand I was part of something that was bigger than all of us combined, and we're still getting back together. And how has it changed my life in the past 2 years? Not really changed my life. It just, I appreciate the guys more, I think. And it's just great to be associated with this bunch of talented guys.
Made me want to rehearse more. I know that for a fact. It's because sometimes I feel like, you know, it's like I've told some of the guys, you hear things here, but you always don't get them to come out here. And I think that's the biggest thing musically. You know, been a great experience.
That's okay.
The second reunion's been more, I think we're more focused on trying to do a better job than the first one. I know I am, because I heard what we did the first time, and all of it was really good considering the preparation that we had, but I always am trying to push us to the next level, and I think, you know, it's paying off this time. I think we're going to sound a lot better than we did, even better than we did the first time. Life skill that I learned from playing with the group, and I was the youngest, as everyone knows, I was the youngest person in the group, and it was my first experience playing in any kind of really conductorless ensemble that was smaller than a band, than a concert band, and I learned teamwork, and I learned reliance on other people, and also I was looked up to a lot of the kids, because, you know, when you're in ninth grade and everybody else is a senior in high school, there's a little bit of a difference there. So that was a lot of fun for me. I felt like really lucky that somehow or another Ron got my name and called me up. So still like to figure out how that happened. The first reunion impacted my life in a very unexpected way for me. I had people. This was before my high school 40th reunion, and so I had a number of people show up that I didn't know were going to show up in the audience who I hadn't seen for a number of years. And so hanging out with them during intermission and afterward was a lot of fun. Keeping in touch with them since then has been a lot of fun. That was kind of life-changing, and since then, you know, I've kept in touch with them. I've kept in touch with the people in the band, and, you know, heading up, gearing up for this reunion also was a lot of fun. It was actually a little bit more structured than it was last time, and I think we all moved with the kind of synergy that we didn't have the first time in terms of what we wanted to do. So I guess that about says it.
Reunion. Okay.
Much smoother than the first one. Put it together a lot easier. We're better prepared, and great seeing everyone again. Life skills I learned from playing with Blackwater Junction. For one thing, working with people, getting along with people, teamwork mainly. Well, my life has changed in the fact that I would say something I wanted to do for a long time, and I guess I haven't gotten it out of my system, but it's moving